A supermarket here in New Zealand had a promotion last year that if you spent $20 on groceries, you would get a Star Wars card with a character on it. Now they were surprised, they were mystery cards, you didn't know which one you were getting, but there were 36 in all and my family had the ambition to collect them all. And it didn't take a lot of effort to do it because of course we're a family and we buy groceries and they gave them to us. And so after collecting them, then we got the collector's board and you stick it in there and you can see all 36 of them. And then I had an idea. Well, there's still much time left of this promotion. What if we can collect another set? And so we did. And I got the 36 and my idea was maybe I could put them on a board and then display them on a shelf or on a wall and make it really neat looking. And so that was my endeavor. That's what I wanted to go out and do. And I got all 36 of them, and then I started gluing these little tile separators on the back of them so that if I put them on a surface, they would be raised just a little bit, and it started to look great. And then I took them with the tile separators and started gluing them to a surface. Now, I used a computer to evenly space them out. It worked out really well, and I put some liquid nails on the back of them so that they would be nice and secure to the wood that I had prepared. And then I built up the edges of the wood so that I could pour some liquid epoxy resin inside, and it would go above the surface of these cards, and it would preserve them. So I got this epoxy resin from a company here in New Zealand. I had talked to them back and forth about my project, and they said this is probably the best stuff for you. Now, I had used this company before, I had used their products before in order to seal a kitchen table that I had made, and that worked out great. So I was enthusiastic and optimistic about this stuff. Now, this particular product is to go on the outside of boats to make it hardened or maybe even waterproof. I'm not exactly sure the purpose for it, but I know it's for marine applications. And so, after preparing the board and making everything ready, I started pouring this stuff, and you've got to mix it just right. And I believe I did that properly. But I mixed it, and then I started pouring it, and it got just above the surface of these cards. And then 5 minutes later, there was steam. Then there was smoke. And there was a lot of heat. And then there was panic. I didn't know what to do, and of course, I didn't have the time to set up the camera to show this to you, but I thought, oh, there are bubbles in there. I need to poke them with a toothpick. Oh no, some of these cards are starting to warp and even float to the surface. And so I got the heat gun to put them back down, and well, in my panic, I messed it up, and I really don't think there was much I could have done once the chemical reactions started. Apparently, this is not the stuff I needed, or I just really don't know what I'm doing. Have you ever had a project like that? You've got it all worked out in your mind and then you blow it somehow. Well, I'm not happy to say that my DIY Star Wars board, well, it's a fail.